Tonight, we bring you a story that is both heartbreaking and thought-provoking, revealing the private struggles behind a public life. Brian McKnight Jr., son of legendary singer Brian McKnight, has come forward with a claim that has shocked fans. His father allegedly refused to tell his estranged son, Nico, that he loved him during the final days of Nico's life. Nico, who tragically passed away in May after battling cancer for 2 years, reportedly reached out to his father, seeking only words of love and comfort. McKnight Jr. described the moment as one of the darkest and coldest memories of his life. According to him, when Nico called, facing death, all he wanted was reassurance from his father. But instead, Brian McKnight reportedly said, "I can't arbitrarily say that I love you." This revelation has ignited conversations about family estrangement, emotional neglect, and the human cost of fame. In an interview with Mark Lamont Hill, McKnight Jr. painted a vivid picture of a fractured family struggling under the weight of unresolved conflicts. He recalled telling Nico to prepare for his father's emotional distance, but even knowing what might happen did not lessen the pain. The story highlights how complex family dynamics can become, particularly when public figures are involved. Brian McKnight, celebrated for his Grammy-nominated music career, has recently focused on his youngest children and newborn with his wife, Leilani Malia Mendoza, leaving his older children feeling excluded. Fans and analysts are questioning how fame, personal choices, and long-standing grudges intersect to create emotional rifts, and how a father's absence of love in critical moments can leave scars that last a lifetime. The controversy deepened when Brian McKnight made public statements on social media that drew widespread criticism. In April 2024, he referred to his biological children as products of sin, and his Instagram bio now lists only his youngest children, omitting both McKnight Jr. and Nico. McKnight Jr. has openly expressed frustration at his father's refusal to acknowledge grief or offer love, calling the actions hurtful and emotionally unavailable. Social media users and commentators have debated whether McKnight's behavior reflects personal flaws, unresolved trauma, or the pressures of celebrity life. This public display of estrangement underscores a difficult reality. Even successful, wealthy, and celebrated individuals can struggle with deeply personal family issues, reminding us that emotional wounds often transcend fame and fortune. Adding another layer to this tragic story is the medical context surrounding Nico's illness. Diagnosed with cancer, Nico publicly shared his condition in January 2024. McKnight Jr. described the family's attempts to help, securing top specialists and offering support, only to face tension with Nico's mother, Julie, who reportedly requested they step back. Despite their efforts, Nico passed away at the age of 32, leaving unresolved grief and unanswered questions. McKnight Jr. emphasized the emotional toll of navigating care for his brother while respecting the mother's wishes, highlighting the delicate balance between support and boundaries. The tragedy has sparked broader conversations about emotional availability, parental responsibility, and how estrangement can magnify grief during life's most vulnerable moments. The tension between Brian McKnight and his children intensified when McKnight Jr. revealed that his father celebrated a lawsuit victory against his ex-wife, Julie McKnight, on the same day that would have been Nico's birthday. In an emotional Instagram post, McKnight Jr. described this as a painful reminder of his father's emotional unavailability, saying he had tried to remain the bigger person, but could no longer stay silent. Observers note that the intersection of fame, personal grievances, and grief can create deeply complicated family dynamics. Public scrutiny magnifies these private tragedies, leaving families vulnerable to judgment, while fans grapple with understanding how a celebrated musician could appear so distant in moments of profound human need. McKnight Jr. also highlighted the family's efforts to support Nico during his illness. Once his brother's cancer diagnosis became known, the family acted quickly to find top specialists and provide care. But conflicts arose with Nico's mother, who reportedly asked them to step back. McKnight Jr. described this period as emotionally taxing, balancing a desire to help with the need to respect boundaries. Despite the family's efforts, Nico passed away at just 32 years old, leaving behind unresolved grief and emotional scars. The story has drawn attention to the importance of parental responsibility, emotional expression, and how unresolved conflicts can magnify tragedy during life's most critical moments. Public reaction to Brian McKnight's actions has been mixed, with many fans expressing sympathy for McKnight Jr., while criticizing the father's apparent coldness. Brian McKnight, meanwhile, has focused on his current family, legally changing his name to assert seniority over his newborn, and publicly highlighting only his youngest children. McKnight Jr. has characterized his father as emotionally unavailable and struggling to navigate grief, even regarding the death of his own mother. Experts suggest that situations like this demonstrate how fame and public scrutiny often amplify private conflicts, and how unresolved emotional neglect can leave lasting impacts, regardless of wealth, status, or public perception. Ultimately, this is a story of loss, estrangement, and the human cost of emotional unavailability. McKnight Jr.'s revelations about his father's refusal to express love to Nico before his death highlight the fragile nature of family bonds and the consequences of unresolved conflict. While Brian McKnight's musical legacy remains undisputed, this personal tragedy reminds us that fame does not shield one from grief or the repercussions of neglect. For McKnight Jr., sharing this story is an effort to honor Nico's memory, confront the painful truths, and begin a journey toward healing. The story resonates beyond celebrity circles, offering a powerful reflection on love, loss, and the need for compassion in our most vulnerable moments. Tonight, we bring you a story that is both heartbreaking and thought-provoking, revealing the private struggles behind a public life. Brian McKnight Jr., son of legendary singer Brian McKnight, has come forward with a claim that has shocked fans. His father, a legend